Well, Iran has carried out more attacks across the Gulf region. A military contractor working with the United Arab Emirates has been killed in an Iranian attack in Bahrain. Let's bring in Resul Serdar in the Saudi capital of Riyadh. And Resul, I think several more were injured in this incident too. Tell us more.
Indeed. So first, we have received a statement that was released by the Bahraini Armed Forces and confirming that a service member has been killed. But minutes after that, so the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces and Minister of Defense, they have released another statement saying that the person that was killed was indeed a civilian contractor of Moroccan national working for the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces, was killed in an attack, a missile attack from Iran. And also they're confirming that 5 more members of the United Arab Emirates Defense Forces also were injured, that injured people have been evacuated and they are taken to the hospital. So this is a new escalation, of course, because we're seeing for the first time that many of the figures that are members of the armed forces of the United Arab Emirates are injured and one civilian contractor killed. So that is definitely going to have further complicate the ongoing conflict and also putting a huge strain over the relations of Iran with its Arab Gulf states nations in the region. And while all that is happening, there also have been at least 5 missiles attacks on UAE and 17 drones. And the same case goes with Bahrain. So Bahrain saying that through the day they have intercepted Iranian drones, and there has been a fire broke out at one of the companies as a result of the Iranian attacks. So Emiratis are saying that so far nearly 400 ballistic missiles and nearly 2,000 drones were fired over their airspace, and Bahrain is saying 153 missiles. So these are huge numbers considering the size of these countries. Here in Saudi Arabia, since the morning on, we have seen waves of the Iranian drones, particularly targeting the eastern province of the country. And that is important because eastern province is where the 70% of Saudi Arabia's energy resources are located, and also major energy facilities are also there. But Saudi Arabia has an advantage that many of the other Arab Gulf states do not have. Saudi Arabia can bypass the Strait of Hormuz by transporting that oil from the eastern coast to the west, to the city of Yanbu, which is a port city, an industrial hub for Saudi Arabia, and 30% of Saudi Arabia's oil goes to the global market through the city of Yanbu. 40 years ago, they have built a pipeline carrying the oil from the eastern part of the country to the west. And now the officials here are saying that before the war, the capacity was roughly around 2 million barrels of oil per day, but that now that they have increased it, is roughly around 3 million, and there are plans to soon increase that to 4 million barrels of oil per day. However, having said that, Iran is also targeting the city of Yanbu as well in the recent days, and that is putting a huge pressure between the fragile relations between Riyadh and Tehran.
Indeed. All right, we'll leave it there for now. That's a picture from Riyadh. Resul Serdar reporting.